Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, a lot of these modern chicks are just abusing alcohol at record rates, right? guys, I've done videos on this before. I've done live streams on this, and guys, there's more women drinking than men. And guys, the alcoholism rate with women is going through the roof. Absolute clown world. And guys, don't ever date chicks that are alcoholics, that don't know how to hold their liquor, right? And guys, a lot of them even now are in denial because their friends back them up. Their friends won't even tell them that they're overweight, right? Let alone to their alcoholics. And anytime that the word alcoholism is mentioned, it's
you think I'm drunk, but that's not it. I just have mental health issues.
So guys, we're gonna go to the dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at some of these alcoholic chicks. But before we do, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it really helps keep this channel going, guys. Check out my locals and my second channel linked in the description. Check out the playlist at the end, guys, and let's get into this.
My sobriety, and what I don't talk a lot about is stories about when I was drunk, because I hate that person. It gives me full body chills to think about some of the things I've said or done, but some things I will never forget. And one of these stories happened on Super Bowl Sunday a few years ago.
Look at that.
This was Super Bowl Sunday in 2019. I was hosting a Super Bowl party at my house, and then we were going to go to the bar to watch the actual game. So we started with mimosas and brunch at my house. Everything was fine at the house. I was getting super drunk per usual. And the last thing I remember before walking to the bar with my friends was chugging out of a bottle of vodka at like noon.
Guys, hold on. Let's pump the brakes here. Why would you host a Super Bowl party at your house and then go out and watch the game after the party? Isn't the whole point of the party to watch the game? That's the difference between men and women. And guys, doesn't it look like her eyes are like too far apart?
I don't remember walking to the bar or being in the bar at all. All I know is that I woke up in my bed fully clothed at 6 p.m.
Look at that.
I had some texts from my friend that basically told me that once we were in the bar, I fell out of the stool I was sitting in, and the security was like, she's got to go. So my friend came over and was trying to help me go home, and I was like falling on the sidewalk outside the bar, and security wanted to call the police.
Look at that.
Thankfully they did not, and she somehow got me home safely and into my bed. And when I woke up and heard all these stories, I was still drunk and decided to reach out to some other people I knew who were out and go back out.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Woke up drunk. Found out she almost had the cops called on her and went out again that same night.
The friends I was meeting up with were at the bar where I had gotten kicked out of a few hours earlier. And when I tried to go back in, the security guard was like, I'm sorry, I can't let you back in here today. I then proceeded to bar hop with my group of friends until about midnight. The next morning, I woke up with crippling anxiety and one of the worst hangovers I've ever had, and I called out of work. That day still haunts me. I will probably be reminded of it every single Super Bowl Sunday for the rest of my life. But at least now I can say I've totally changed my life. I don't drink anymore. So today I will not be falling out of bar stools. No one will threaten to call the police on me, and I will definitely be going to work tomorrow. I talk a lot on here
Look
about
at that,
my
guys.
sobriety.
Look at that. And this girl's probably in her 20s, 30s, I don't know, right? But guys, this is these chicks here, right? A lot of them, man, they're just all over the place when it comes to alcohol. Us guys can crack open a few beers, you know what I'm saying? Hang out, watch the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? But these chicks are all over the place. And guys, their hashtags. Hashtag sober. Hashtag sober talk. Hashtag sobriety. Hashtag sober curious. Hashtag sober motivation. Hashtag sober life. Hashtag young and sober. Hashtag alcohol free. And guys, if you honestly believe that this chick is going to stop drinking alcohol.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Come on. Come on. This chick is young. Simps are going to be buying her drinks. Come on. She ain't done drinking. Clown. world.
So I'm a sober alcoholic. Many of you know that. I'll be sober 8 years, February 4th, so less than a month. Last night I go to dinner with my sister. It's in a cute Italian restaurant, like super cute ambiance, cozy, candlelit dinners everywhere. It's cute. It's the perfect place for old me to have wanted to drink a bottle or two of wine to myself, okay? Because my sister doesn't really drink. But of course, I'm sober. I'm not even thinking about that at the time. I mean, I kind of was a little thinking of that, but it's very, very far back in my head. So, of course, our waiter comes up. Would you like to start with a bottle of wine? No, we're good. We order appetizers, yada, yada. He comes out with our appetizers and bread. Are you sure you don't want some wine? No, we're good. He leaves. I, make a joke to my sister. Damn, this dude, is trying to get me to drink.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Did you guys hear she said it was an Italian place? Guys, put in the comments if you agree. Guys, every Italian place I've ever been to, they try and sell you on wine because they drink wine with all their meals in Italy, in Spain, in France. That's how it works. And this chick is such a narcissist that she thinks they were just trying to sell me wine. Please.
We laugh and are having a good time. I'm not actually bothered. It's just funny. So as the night goes on, he keeps coming back and asking if we want wine. We keep having to be like, no, we're good. We don't want wine. He brings our entrees out. He leaves with our entrees. We're eating our entrees. Comes out again, 5 minutes later, with 2 humongous pours of red wine. One for her, one for me. Puts them on the table. You can't eat an Italian dinner without a large glass of red wine.
There you go.
Leaves.
That's true.
That might not sound like a big deal to people who are not alcoholics.
See, and guys, this is why you don't date chicks that are alcoholics, because everything's about them and their sobriety and all this stuff, and you just want to try and go out and have fun. Why would you not be with a girl who you can just sit and drink wine with at an Italian place and is going to act like this waiter's doing something wrong, especially if it's a mom and pop owned Italian place and the family's from Italy. Come on now.
And red wine for me, whew.
So why are you that?
That's my shit. And I've been sober long enough that it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was like, damn, this guy is legit trying to get my ass drunk.
Please.
And no, I wouldn't have been drunk off one glass of wine. But guess what? The second that shit hits my lips, it's not going to be one glass. That's called alcoholism, bro. Which, of course, he doesn't know any of this is going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, so me and my sister laughed.
You're going to go on TikTok and talk shit. Funny how that works.
She doesn't want the glass of wine either. She's not a drinker and she doesn't want it. Even though I'm like, dude, you can drink. She's like, she's not an alcoholic, first off. Doesn't want it. It makes her feel too sick. So he comes back to check on us. And I'm like, I'm not going to have these fucking glasses of wine sitting there the whole dinner. It's going to kill me. So he comes back to check on us and I go, hey, listen, thank you so much, but we seriously aren't going to drink these glasses of wine. So can you take them away, please? This dude would not take no for an answer. He was like, what? Why? Why aren't you going to drink this? Why aren't you going to drink wine? And I, of course, my first inkling is not to be like, because I'm an alcoholic. So I'm just like, oh, we just don't want to drink tonight. We're not going to drink. He would not take no for an answer, dude. He just kept being like, no, why? Why don't you want to drink it? Why don't you want to drink the wine? Why don't you want to drink the wine? So finally, I just made a joke. I go, listen, have you heard of alcoholism? I've got it. I cannot drink. He then doesn't go like, oh my God, I'm sorry. He goes, what? Even red wine you can't drink? And I just laughed and go, especially red wine. I cannot drink, especially red wine. I'm not going to get into it, bro. But no, take these freaking glasses out of my sight. Please, before I die. Because it feels like something is burning in my throat. Because I can't drink it, and it's right there. Not really. I'm exaggerating for the sake of the story.
Of course you are.
But this motherfucker. So he finally goes, okay, I'm sorry, I get it. And takes the wine. And we had a good night. It was really fun. But still, damn! I'm sober. Thank God. By no helps of this guy. So,
can you imagine being around this person all the time, guys? Imagine that. Right? And guys, millennials, Gen X, Gen Z, you know what I'm saying? More chicks. Chicks are actually drinking more than guys now. Plus, they're friggin' popping prescription pills. You know what I'm saying? And then, guys, imagine trying to date a chick who's in recovery or even won't even admit she has a problem. And every time you say anything,
No, nothing. I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that?
and everything's about them. Like you said, they're always the heroes or the victims in their own stories, guys. And being an alcoholic gives them the ultimate victimhood mentality. There's an excuse for everything. Well, I'm an alcoholic. You gotta understand. Guys, you don't have to understand shit. You know what I'm saying? And of course, chicks like this, and like the other girl in the previous video, will always have these simps. These.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh, wow, we're here to help you. Foolishness, right? And guys, in her comments, all these chicks are all, that waiter was an asshole. He was a jerk. He's this, he's that. It's an Italian restaurant. Okay? Part of the experience is drinking wine with your meal. And if dude was Italian, he'd be like, well, what are you talking about? Everyone in Italy drinks wine. Clown world. And guys, you ready? Her hashtags. Hold on. Her hashtags. Hashtag hospice nurse. Oh, she's a nurse. Oh no. Hashtag alcoholism treatment. Hashtag recovery. Hashtag we do recover. Hashtag nurse talk. Hashtag sober talk. Guys, don't date any of these chicks that are alcoholics, junkies, mental health issues chicks, popping pills. Don't do it, guys. Because they're never going to get better, and it'll always be your problem. And guys, heaven help you if you actually have kids with one of these knuckleheads. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.